Okay, question. What on earth has fish, the gremlins, and hiding in a cupboard got to do with proper golfing? Well, I tell you what, it's all to do with our golf coaching holidays, and we've got some stories to share with you, right? That's the whole point of these little videos. We've got so many fun stories to tell you about our golfing holidays.
People who've been on them are amazing, aren't they?
I know, we've just chatted. So I've literally, that's why I've got my pen here, because I've got so many. So we've got stories about a hole in one. We've got a story about some birdies. We've got some stories about hiding in the cupboard.
Yeah.
We've got fish. We've got Eric and Derek. We've got,
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. Anyway, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we have had some really, really good times, haven't we?
Yeah, I think one of the funniest things, Joe, is when you lost the ambassador. An actual ambassador. You lost him.
I did.
Oh, bless you.
I did. I mean, I have apologised to him since, haven't I? But of all the people to forget, I mean, we're just trying to tell you about our fun stories, and we usually don't forget anybody. But we went to Dominican Republic, didn't we? And I think, honestly, I think I was just overcome with the heat. It was so hot. I was really hot and bothered. I'd had heat stroke the 2 years before. And I was hot and bothered. And anyway, Dominican Republic, if you've ever been playing golf, there's 3 courses and loads of restaurants. So I'd organised everybody to go everywhere on minibuses to eat at the fantastic restaurants. We got to this restaurant, didn't we, on the beach? We're like, where's the ambassador?
You forgot the ambassador.
He's a good friend, so that was all right. He sort of stood it a good time. But apparently, in my defence, so I've learned later on, is that we were waiting for the minibus, and I think he was in a bit of a hurry. So he took a golf buggy, didn't he, to go down to the restaurant. And so he arrived about 10. He got lost as well then, didn't he? So and bearing in mind, he did used to have a property there, didn't he? But he got lost. And he arrived about 10 or 15 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
Woo! On the beach, that was anyway, awesome. I'm just, now, like you live and learn, now we do make sure that we do a double rock. I mean, there's only 8 people. There was 9. How can you lose the ambassador? Don't lose the ambassador. That's funny. Oh, my days. I mean, Dominican Republic was quite fun. I mean, you can see online about what people say about our holidays, okay? They're all real people saying real things about our holidays. But I have to say, somebody did really recognise your efforts in Dominican, because you got that bit of a bite.
Yeah, I got a little bit of bite. It was warm, but
hot.
the facilities in the Dominican were sensational. The golf courses were awesome. The caddy masters were awesome.
Yeah, they
staff.
were.
5-star all way, and it's just a trip to be remembered, isn't it?
100%.
But we've been to some great places,
Well,
Joe.
I was going to say, before we leave Dominican Republic, so we would highly recommend 100%, if you haven't been, it's closed at the moment, teeth of dog, go to Dominican Republic, Casa de Campo. It is mind-blowing. They have attention to detail like you have never seen.
Yeah.
So that we don't get any kickback or anything for that. We're just saying, if you haven't been, go.
Yeah.
But before we leave Dominican Republic, there was also a really, really poignant story as well about Peggy, one of our guests. This is a really sad story, actually. One of our guests, they came all the way from the UK to Dominican Republic, didn't they, for their 50th wedding anniversary. And I think even her husband might be watching this, because he's he's a friend of ours and stuff. But poor Peggy, she did, because we talk all about the golf swing and everything else. She did some stuff on breathing, didn't she? Because she was into a Tai Chi.
Wonderful. Helped so many people
100%.
on the trip, didn't she?
I mean, the ambassador took a lot away from the breathing as well, didn't they? And then, and then
Still
the WhatsApp group. But the really sad ending is that a few months after that, she sadly passed away, didn't she? Which was just...
Yes, she wasn't feeling well, went to the doctor's surgery and passed away in the surgery. So God bless you, Peggy.
I know, but she brought so much to the week, didn't she? She was absolutely fantastic. She was brilliant. She did some really good stuff for breathing, really helped the people. And even talking about it now makes me feel really sad and emotional.
It was lovely that we got to spend time with her, and that was her last golfing holiday.
And at the funeral, we saw some beautiful pictures of her, didn't we?
Yeah,
which are on our wall, by the way. But I think that's the really wonderful thing about what we do. Some
amazing people, don't we?
It creates really special memories for people as well, doesn't
definitely.
it?
Yeah.
And then so as well, Norm, we had in Tenerife. So after lockdown, do you remember the story after lockdown? Because we didn't know whether the trip was on anyway, and we'd got 4 guys coming from the States to Tenerife, hadn't we? 4 guys. And we sort of like didn't know whether the trip was going to be on after COVID. Anyway, we get this email from Ron, who again's probably watching because that's how he found us on YouTube, and said, "Is that trip still on?" I was like, "Okay then, let's go." So we had 4 people from America. Well, actually, it wasn't in the end; it was 3.
Yeah.
And then 4 other couples, didn't we? But Norm, let's mention Norm as well. Then while we're
Norm had a very special week. He played 18 holes, so he'd suffered from an illness. Got
Carry
to go
on. I'm just going to get the
coaching
picture.
holiday.
Yeah, carry on.
He in the final round he'd never won a competition, and in the final round he went out. He won the last day's competition, but he also had a hole in one, and that was the last time that he'd been on a golfing holiday. So sounds a little bit strange that people have come on him and sadly passed away. But we get to meet some very special people.
But this was a bucket list trip for him, wasn't it? This was a bucket list trip, and I don't think you would think we knew we'd got a hole in one, did we? Until like somebody went, he's got a hole in one.
Yeah, amazing.
So Norm sadly passed on as well. But this is one of our favourite pictures. On our wall with Norm, and then the other guys that I just mentioned as well on there.
Yeah.
So special people, special memories. That's one of our favourite, isn't it? Of Norm there.
Yeah, definitely. Where else have we been, Joe?
So where have we done so far? We've done Dominican Republic, we've done Tenerife, we've been to Fuerteventura. Oh, by the way, we're going to Fuerteventura in November, and we put that date on because these trips do fill up. So next year we've got Tenerife twice. January's, I think we've only got 1 space on there, then a couple of spaces in October, and then we put this extra one on in Fuerteventura for November. But Fuerteventura is a place where I'm just thinking about Eric and Derek. So Eric came from the States, didn't he? The first time we met him, again, hi Eric if you're watching, he came first time all the way from America to Fuerteventura with his wife, which was amazing.
Yeah. Fuerteventura, if you don't know, by the way, is one of the Canary Islands. So, yeah. Always nice weather.
Yeah, and we go there because of the weather, and because the course is really a good place to learn,
very
isn't it? Again, they're amazing at Alba Palace. We've been there, I think, 3 or 4 times, forget now. But yeah, so Eric came, didn't he?
Eric, and then Derek.
I know!
Came as well from the US.
We had an injury cancellation. And he messaged us the week before and went, have you still got that place left in Fuerteventura? I was like, yeah, you're not coming again. That was his second trip, wasn't it? So he did Dominican, then he did Fuerteventura, and then he's coming back again.
Yeah, definitely.
To Tenerife. That's really humbling.
Yeah. I think that was in the Dominican as well. Derek and Eric got to meet one of their idols, which is Dick Stockton. Who's a famous broadcaster in the US.
Yeah.
And one of the thrills that they got is they asked if Dick could announce them on the tee, and he made a wonderful announcement on the tee, and they recorded it and they've showed all their friends. So not only did they get to go to Dominican, they got to meet one of their idols as well, spend a week with Dick and Jamie. Beautiful couple, yeah.
I completely forgot about the announcement on the tee.
That was
and Dick and Jamie are fantastic. They're living in Florida, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been, 2 times?
Yeah. But we did Dominican Republic, to really assist with our American clients, didn't we, over there? But we had a great time. Oh, the list goes on. Portugal, we've done several trips to Portugal, haven't we?
Portugal's lovely.
Yeah. We steer clear of Portugal now because of the weather, because we did have some really nice people that came all the way from Arizona.
Yes.
And it did rain a bit.
It did. So we choose the time of year
choose the time of
for
year.
different places.
I know,
so generally where we go, they're normally all inclusive.
Yeah.
So the golf's in there, the coaching's in there, the accommodation, the food, the drink. But we always choose nice places. And people say, do you have awkward groups? We don't, do we?
No, never, ever.
We never have awkward groups. No. Everybody wants to learn, wants to get better. You're amongst like-minded people. Even if you've got a golfer and a non-golfer, everybody's made welcome. You'll get really well looked after, and memorable trips, aren't they, Joe?
100%.
So coaching's generally in the morning, so we cover all parts of the game, long game, short game over the week. We talk a little bit about the mental side as well. Then we go out and play in the afternoon. We don't really go by the rules, so we take away some of the rules to make it more enjoyable. the irony is when we take away the rules, people relax more, they play better, and they don't actually break any rules anyway. But it doesn't matter what standard you're at, because the way that we work it is everybody can play with everybody and nobody feels intimidated, do they? You know, we have some low handicap golfers playing with people who haven't been playing that long, but everybody gets on so well, don't they? And it works a treat,
I think it is really important to note that, we've been doing this a long time now, haven't we? So you don't feel any pressure. You know, these are golf coaching holidays. We get some people that might only want to play 8 holes, for example, in Dominican, it was really hot. Or it was really rainy when we went to Portugal, but some people only play 6 holes and go in, or, you know, you can flex it and choose, you know, whichever way that you want to do it, really.
Definitely.
But so if you are interested, what I would recommend is that you do reach out and book a call with myself so we can make sure it's the right thing for you to do, especially if you're traveling, you know, from the US to the Canary Islands. We just want to make sure it's the right thing. Probably if you all those things, ticking those boxes, but check out the reviews. And then we hope to see you there, really.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, you know, the golf's going to be great. The coaching's always awesome. Jo really does look after everybody, and I'm not just saying that.
That is my thing.
She's very special at doing that.
So,
and generally we have some great times. And we're looking to go to some different countries as well in the future, so that'll be interesting.
What I would say is if the holidays are not for you, you can always book a free consultation. They take place every Wednesday at 2 p.m. UK time. That's a Zoom consultation, so you can book one of those if holidays are not your thing. But, you know, let's hope we see you there. Yeah.
Be great to see you.
We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.